Hey, good morning guys, Andre again of cinemorph.com. Well, this release was quite sudden, I have to say. I think it was Tuesday when I saw the first pictures of the in-hand figure of the City Hunter from Predator 2. Here's a quick look at the box. It's quite dark, you get a nice picture of the figure, I think. The written words in some red embossed letters, all pretty shiny, also here on the side. Quite nice. The inner packaging is quite standard. You get a big clamshell with the figure itself, and then of course a separate box with all the accessories you need. So follow me through this video. I will show you all it's all about with this figure, with all the accessories, and probably I will do a little comparison to the classic Predator, because I think there are quite some similarities between the two figures. Okay, starting off with the accessories. As you can see, you get quite a lot of stuff here. Where shall I begin? Let's take the spear for example. It's my first Predator 2 figure. I've read that most of the parts are rehashed from the earlier releases. I think this spear is quite cool and pretty decent. You can retract and all the different parts here, the other parts, works quite well. Then you got two different breathing masks. This one you can attach to the Predator, and the other one is just meant for him to hold in his hands. It's quite nice. Definitely love this tubing here. So for the hands you get some of them, some right ones and some left ones, but unfortunately only the right ones have a gripping stance. So you need a gripping stance to get the spear in, or the skull you get with the figure. It just would have been nice if you get also a left hand with a gripping stance, but somehow it wasn't included. And what you get also is the severed arm. Paint job is okay, it's not that great. Then of course you get the secondary mandibles. These are the closed ones. On the Predator I've got the open ones, and here is the little inner middle part. Then of course iconic and probably one of the main reasons to buy this figure is the Predator 2 biomask. I'm definitely liking this style. It's painted quite well. This rusty coppery look. Then you get the net gun. I think one of the hands can fit into net gun. I think I've already attached it to the Predator, so yeah, it's nothing special. Also, paint application could be better. You can attach it to the leg if you want to. Then you got the smart disc or cutting disc. Yeah, sculpted pretty nicely. This one you can attach to the right leg. And then what we got here is the bloody skull. And I just thought I would give you a comparison to the one from the Berserker. So the Berserker Predator had this very red one, and this one from the P2 is a bit more lighter, but actually it's 100% the same sculpt, so just repaint. Then of course on the figure itself you got the metallic blades, wrist blades. You also get a little pouch. This one here, a bone pouch, which is sculpted quite nice again. Paint job could be a bit better, I have to say, especially on the pouch itself. Then if we continue up there you will see the mat pack. Also here I have to say the paint job isn't that great. Let's have a closer look here. So the mat pack, as you know, is articulated and you can open it. and in there are all the different stuff the Predator uses to fix himself. I think the original release also had this little rounded plate with the blue stuff. Okay, at the side of the medpack there's the plasma caster. As you see here, it comes on this pole, and McFarlane Toys also had this solution, and actually I'm not sure what really is movie accurate, because in the movie you just can't see it that good. It's always pretty dark in the movie. So you got some articulation here, you can turn the actual caster in all directions. It's on a ball joint. And I just read some discussions on the Freaks boards on the movie accuracy of this thing. Okay, let's continue to the head sculpt, and personally I'm quite happy with it. In terms of paint application, Hot Toys definitely delivered. I think it looks very shiny and realistic. If I turn down the lights a bit, you will see the different shadings up on the head sculpt. Definitely looks nice. If we zoom in a bit, you will probably see the green eyes. Yeah, there. So, not so sure if they really are green, but in the movie it was this awkward scene when the Predator opened his eyes and began to laugh and stuff. It was quite crazy and weird. You also see the inner mouth is resculpted. Looks a bit, maybe a bit too sexual. And yeah, but all in all I'm quite happy with the paint job. So I thought I wanted to do a little comparison to the original classic Predator head sculpt, because you will see the roots of the classic Predator in this Predator 2 City Hunter head sculpt. Okay, and here we've got the classic Predator head sculpt on the left, and you will see the difference and the similarities. I think the forehead is a bit more wider or more pressed forward on the Predator 2, but all in all there's definitely the roots that you can see from the classic Predator head sculpt. Both paint applications are damn nice, but the main difference lay somewhere in the mouth area and the mandibles area. So the Predator 2 has some more spikes going on down there, but all in all you just got about the same feeling if you look at those head sculpts. The crown part is a bit more wider than on the classic Predator, but yeah, I think you definitely see the roots. But both head sculpts are damn nice, and there's no doubt that this is a Predator 2 figure and this one is a Predator 1 figure, or Predator's figure. So, and here's the shot of the biomask on, and this way, for me at least, it looks definitely like the Predator we all know from Predator 2. It's extremely cool. And here's this problem I told you about. So the right hand are fisted and the left hand there is no fisted variant, so you get some posing problems if you want to do some extreme poses with the spear. And here in direct comparison with the classic Predator, you definitely got an awesome tag team here with two damn cool Predator figures. So you see the coppery look on the coppery and rusty look on the helmet. This continues all the way down through different parts. This is something between hard plastic and rubber. Also this part here. Then look at the great netting and the great paint application on the body. So this was already the case with the classic Predator, but I think it looks even better on the P2. and there you will see a joint in the elbow. The last equipment I want to show you is this breathing mask here. The paint application is quite decent, sculpted pretty nicely with this tubing here, and the big tube you can even attach on the backpack. There's a little hole down there where you can just slide the tubing in. So quite cool. And as you see here, again, the paint detail on the severed arm could be a bit better. It's just all in a very dull greenish predator blood color type. So guys, and before I close this video, I wanted to show you the Hot Toys Predator in direct comparison with my Super Edge Predator 2 kit, garage kit. This was one of the kits that brought me in Predator collecting. It's pro painted, but yeah, if you just compare it in terms of the color, the Hot Toys one just looks a bit more realistic. But if you go for the head sculpt, I have to say this garage kit from Super Edge still gives you all the way the Predator 2 feel, with this high crown here, this crest up there. Quite amazing. Okay guys, one last shot of the City Hunter from Predator 2, the latest Hot Toys release in the Predator line, and personally I'm happy with it. It's a very good figure, sturdy, it has the same feel like the classic Predator, and if you don't own the first releases by Hot Toys of the P2 Predators, you probably have to get this one. All in all, I think it's the last release by Hot Toys before the Chinese New Year, so let's see what comes around after that. I think there are some other Avengers figures coming up, some Batman figures, and then I saw some recent announcements of a Tony Stark Iron Man 3 figure. Yeah, so we don't get bored here. And to end this video, just a great and quick shout out to the Ultimate Collectors channel. So you guys over there, you're doing great. I wish you all the best. Personally, I can't contribute right now. It's so busy in my job, and I try to keep up with you with buying some stuff and doing my own reviews. But I love the concept, so keep it rocking guys. And to all my subscribers, thanks for watching, and until next time.